interesting. Here's the problem. If you're an artist and you think everything's interesting, by smoking, like that's what weed makes you do, okay? You get into songs more, you're like, how does it sound so good? It's just simply turning up the interesting factor in your brain. You're like, it makes you think everything's more interesting than it is. Equally, perhaps. You see the world as this one whole love, interconnectedness, which is really what it is. But in this polar reality, we see things as more interesting than others. Like, obviously, a pair of titties are going to be way more interesting than a rock. Depending, though, I don't know. It's like all niched out, But, generally, everyone's going to want to look at some titties over a rock. Come on, be real, be real. So, the thing is, this light looks good. See, that's interesting. This would be... People are going to be like, oh, he wants me to start drinking coffee only. Thumbnail. So, no, it's a seriously good thumbnail, though. Rule of thirds. But that's the thing. When you're smoking, you're high. I'm blowing, by the way. This is an awful video if you want some direct advice, But this is me vibing. So, if you find everything interesting, okay, then you don't know what's truly interesting. If you're high 24/7, how are you supposed to know what's actually interesting? That's the point I'm getting at. And for a while, my content just sucked, bro. I'm being real. Like, being high made my content suck because I just didn't know. I'd be like coming up with the worst ideas ever. Let me just give you a real example. You've been high before, I swear to God. Making music or whatever you do, making music, making art, you're vibing with it in the moment. You're like, yeah, this is awesome. And then you come back to it like an hour later or when you're not high anymore and you're like, wow, I just totally... What the fuck was I even thinking? Seriously. So, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think weed just makes you think everything is interesting, and by proxy, nothing interesting. Because if everything is equalized, then there's no polarity anymore. Everything's just equalized, so your compass is all fucked up. That's basically what I'm saying. Your compass is fucked up because everything's equalized. And, you can't have that. So, not if you want to be an artist. You got to be polarizing if you're an artist. It's literally... This is what fucking Rush Limbaugh... No, this is what, what's his name? The dude with the beard. The Creative Way or something. I don't know. Fucking... I can't even think of his name right now. That guy. So, he talks about that. You gotta have, fuck, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, polar. You gotta be like, okay, if it doesn't split enough people, like, you gotta have some people not liking it. Whatever your art is, you gotta have some people being, like, upset by it, okay? Because if you didn't do that, you didn't go far enough. That's what he says. That's, like, I think that's the one thing that stuck with me. Maybe it's, like, his most, popular phrase, but I don't know. But basically, that's what actually it makes sense to me. And if you're high, you aren't polarizing enough. And even on like polarizing like on a personal, like a personality level, polarizing people tend to be like perceived as mean, right? So weed makes you a nice person. Everyone's like, yeah. He's such a nice guy. Yeah. You ever like get in an argument with someone and then you get high and you're like, I was such a dick to them. Oh my God. I don't get that when I'm not smoking, which is bad because, now you're mean to people and you got to go apologize. But at least you have that oomph back, you know what I'm saying? So I also find when I'm high all the time, like I'll be talking to people. I'm like, hey, hello. Like, I just don't even talk loud enough. But anyways, I'm going to listen back to this and probably think I'm on crack. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll keep filming, Yeah, so this is several days later, but I just wanted to do some art so you know that I'm not just, like, a random-ass dude, I want to make this channel specifically for artists that are trying to improve their life and improve their art, and ultimately just make it so that artists can express themselves better, because I think the world would be a lot better place if we had more art here. So you know. And yeah, so I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of something. And I just picked a random reference off of Pinterest, you know. Initially, I was like drawing some demon shit, but it didn't feel genuine. That's another cool thing is like you got to do what's right and do what's right for you. And if you're forcing it, then it's probably wrong, and you should probably just do what's most natural for you. So I don't know. I love drawing these Pinterest girls. Like, they're very sexy to me. Probably want to date one someday, you know. just some girl off Pinterest, you know. How'd you guys meet? You know, I just was looking for a reference. Okay. But yeah, I sped this shit up very fast, and because I don't want to make super long videos. Like, I want to make these have points to them, and you know, I don't want to I don't want to waste your fucking life, okay? Because you need to get back, and you need to stop smoking. No. If you're that type of person, if you're a functional stoner, well, you know yourself. Again, this video comes down to knowing yourself, bro. Like, I don't care what you do. Like, I do. I want you to make art, right? I want more art in the world, but at the end of the day, it's all up to you. It's all up to you. Okay. All right. Okay. Anyway, subscribe and all that good shit, you know. I'm the artist. I'm the self-development artist channel. Let's freaking go.